walk and talk. Sorry, got it wrong there. Keith.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for coming this afternoon on Men's International Day. My name is Keith. I'm one of the members and co-facilitator of the Men's Walk and Talk. The Men's Walk and Talk was founded right back in 2021, I believe, when we had COVID, and we started in Battersea Park, and it consisted of just 8 members. Myself, prior to that, when I was asked to come along just as an outsider to the walking in the park, my background of walking is practically zero. I'm basically very, I wouldn't say lazy, but I drive a car, I ride a motorbike, and I don't walk very far, yeah? So to me it was like, nah, definitely not, that's not my cup of tea. However, 3 years later, every Sunday I walk at least 12,000 steps, yeah? And once I joined, I've never looked back, and it's one of the greatest kind of achievements personally that I have engaged in. We now have 116 registered members. We have an open door policy. We put out every Thursday or Friday where we are going to be, and we have attended many locations, whether it be South London, East London, West London, what's that one? South? Oh, North London. Oh, North London, bearing in mind I'm from south of the river. Yes, so basically we started out by going to different parks in South London, but we crossed the river and we've been to Gunnersbury Park, we've been to Battersea Park, we've been to Tooting Common, Streatham Common, many other parks that one can mention, and we branched out by even attending various theatre productions. We've been to 2 actual operas, black operas in London, which was absolutely amazing. We've attended theatre shows in the evening, and in September of this year, we went on our first men's retreat in the Isle of Wight. The Isle of Colour, there you go. Which was absolutely amazing. It was a retreat for men, and we had certain protocols in place. For example, I love to eat meat. However, we had a complete meat ban, so there was no meat at all. Everything was plant-based, organic, and it was freshly cooked. And I have slightly been converted to be eating non-meat food. And also we had an alcohol ban and a smoking ban. And you know what? Not one member complained at all. It was absolutely amazing. And hopefully next year we have plans to be going, say, overseas. We can't confirm where that will be yet, but never the time we will do. The Men's Walk and Talk is funded by several different organisations, sponsors I mean. One of them is Carers for Carers in the background, so we can thank them. And Carers for Carers were one of the original ones right back when we first started. So without Carers for Carers, we might not be here today. They were also funded by the Streatham Hub, London Together, Will Train for You, and the WCGL. The Men's Walk and Talk is basically what it is. The young lady, she's gone now, but it is what it is. We turn up, we have a check-in, and we walk, we stop, and we talk. And we break down those taboos, and we talk about any subject which is brought to the table. And that could be anything to do with your mental health, your physical health. It could be about relationships. It could be about financial issues. By the way, we've got a few days left, but November is Free Will Month. So those of you, anybody in the room, if you haven't made a will, because some people think, oh, I've got nothing to leave behind, yes? Sentimental items is very, very important. And if you don't make a will, then no disrespect, but the government will get it. We don't want the government to get it. So it's very, very important you make a will, and this is one of the subjects that we discussed in November. Last year, we spoke about a very, very important mental, physical health, which is prostate cancer. And from talking about prostate cancer, we had a few members of the Men's Walk and Talk, including myself, who have regular prostate cancer checks. One member went and had a check and was diagnosed with prostate cancer from having that check, from being at the Walk and Talk. Thankfully, having been early diagnosed, had an operation, and has made a full 100% recovery. So it is extremely important that even if you know yourself, if you've got family members, if you've got friends, just tell them to go and get checked. It is as simple as having a blood test. There are some other procedures, but initially just go and get a blood test. That is the difference between life or death. It's really very simple. And if it's caught at an early stage, there is, I wouldn't say 100%, because nothing is 100%, but there is a 99% recovery. So please get yourself checked. We also have had MOTs. I don't know if any of you drive, but you get your car MOT every year because it's a legal requirement. How many of you get your bodies checked every year? Yeah? Get yourselves checked. It's a free service by the NHS. Go to your GP, and if they're like, oh, you have the right to demand one. So get yourself an MOT check. It's very, very important. We've also been to many cathedrals. We went to St Paul's Cathedral a few months ago, and if you haven't been to St Paul's Cathedral, it is an amazing place to go to. The Walk and Talk has given myself many opportunities and opened doors for myself that I would never have normally have done. So we run every single Sunday between 9:30 a.m. There is no kind of end time, but normally 4 hours later, you'll find that we're still doing our walking and talking. Like I said, we're very privileged to have this space and talk about subjects which can be challenging at times. We do not always agree, but we always respect each other, and what we discuss at the Walk and Talk stays within the Walk and Talk. We also touch base with each other throughout the week. If people are feeling a bit poorly for whatever reason, or they just need to reach out, our phone system, WhatsApp, social media pages are open 24 hours a day. It is, like I said, it is a free service. So if you know anybody, and the only criteria you have to be is male, yeah? We do not prejudice or stipulate anything to do with your sexuality, your culture, your background at all. Just turn up, and you know what? You're going to have a great time. So if you know anybody out there that wants to come along, or just want to get some exercise, wants to engage in a conversation. Before I go, our youngest member, when I said Men's Walk and Talk, our youngest member is actually 8 years old, believe it or not. And he actually even came to us when we went to the carnival. And I hadn't been to the carnival for 7 years, and I went this year with the Men's Walk and Talk, and it was actually amazing. And our eldest to date, Men's Walk and Talk, is 70 years old. So you can see there's a big variety, big range, but our Men's Walk and Talk has an open door policy to anybody, as long as you can walk. Even if you have mobility issues and you're coming in on a mobility scooter, I'm sure we'll make an allowance for that. But as you can see, there might be something playing in the background, just a little example of some of the things that we do. But if you want any more information about the Men's Walk and Talk, please come and see me. I'll be here until 6 o'clock. Thank you very much. I forgot to mention something extremely important. To be about 30 seconds. In 2010, my nephew was 26 when he committed suicide. Since then, I've been on a kind of journey to promote and discuss about suicide prevention in men, because it is actually right in black men. And the reason why I say that is when my nephew died by committing suicide, I spoke to him on the Wednesday evening, asked how he was, he said, yeah, I'm fine. 12 hours later, he was dead. And if it wasn't for the Carews Bereavement Service, who helped me immensely, I can't thank you enough for what you did for me. They are an amazing service. They are free, but they do welcome contributions, and they are there to help anybody that is going through a bereavement. So thank you very, very much. Thank you.